Hello friends, my girlfriend is a teacher and she has a scary pencil sharpener. It seems to run on its own. It never turns off. I have it hooked up to a power strip. When I turn it on, symptom confirmed. Also, it sounds like a banshee.
Oh, wasn't that scary? Oh, I got scared, kids. Oh, all right, that wasn't scary.
So, I don't know if I can fix this thing, but we're going to give it a try. What the heck? See why, obviously it's going to be a mechanical failure. The grinding noise or the loudness is probably mechanical, and it's probably got some kind of a switch. The switch that activates it when you stick a pencil in, it's like stuck on or something. So it probably just needs a clean. We'll see. All right, let's take this apart. You can see some of the workings of it in here, sort of. Messy. That's interesting. Okay, so it has a sensor in here that prevents it from turning on when this has been removed. Let's just see. Yeah. So if we push in there, yeah, it turns on. This blue plastic piece, outer piece, is obviously separate from. Okay, here we go. We've got some screws down here. So I've just been randomly taking screws out of this thing until I actually found this actually fell out of here. We'll have to see if that's a part that's supposed to be in there or somebody shoved something in there. I don't think so, because I think pretty sure it would have been chewed up a little bit. But who knows? Maybe that's why it doesn't work. Oh, this thing. All right, so let's try to find our switch. Yeah, here's the switch mechanism. All right, so I can pretty much guess. I think I can figure out why it's not. This is a spring that, yeah, you wonder if this thing took a fall. It's got a nice big scrape here. Because I think this spring is probably supposed to be here somewhere. Interesting. We'll have to figure out how this is supposed to go. So it needs to hold this. Geez, I wonder if it even. Yeah, definitely. There it goes. Normally closed switch, and it needs this spring to open. See, you see that real well there. So this little spring here that I showed you that came out of it was, yeah, obviously it had fallen out. So, and that's because this thing probably took a fall. So that's the solution for that problem. Well, this assembly does come off fairly easy if I remove this remaining screw. So the biggest challenge is going to be putting this thing back together again, because Oh, interesting. I guess this thing is designed to rotate around. Yeah, the only connection, mechanical, motorized connection, is that this thing spins. I wonder what this micro switch is for. It's almost like when you get too far down in there or something. Oh no. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's got two. Yeah, there's two switches in series, so I don't know if that's unusual sound for this thing, but I guess we can try to get some lube in there. Actually, probably the right place to lube this is the input shaft here. See if I can get some sewing machine oil down in there. How old is this can? There's no date on it. I don't think it's new. I can tell you that right now. I think this came from my mother, and from there, it may have come from her mother. Anyway, so let's kind of show you what's going on here. All right, so you have an AC transformer, you got an AC motor. I don't see any rectification going on. Doesn't need it, you know. Wind source. That's a Chinese company, I think. Anyway, so we have the motors here, and the shaft goes right down here. You see that okay? Shaft comes right down here, and then there's going to be a gear on the end of this, and it's going to be a small gear, and then there's a very large gear here inside. And it looks like we have a gap here so that I can pour some oil in there. That's interesting. He's going to play on that. That's got to be intentional. Now that I've got a bigger gap here, let me see if I can... Yeah, I get lots of oil in there. So there's a gear here. Oh, I see. It walks around the inside of this. So that's not a. I think the grease was used on there, and I would agree. So let me grab some. This is PTFE grease. Good for plastics. And I lost the lid for it, so good on me, huh? Alright, so a little bit tricky to get this back in here. This thing's so wiggly. I'm trying to leave everything. Oh, right. Yeah. I'm like, why isn't it turning on? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. The bottom switch is an off switch that will tell you when you have sharpened your pencil. That's the purpose of the bottom switch. So yeah, this thing is working. Perfect. Now we are saying everything properly. Ticonderoga. Jeez, man, it takes a lot of pressure. Oh, it actually kicked in that other thing, that other switch. This thing is dull. You don't find that out until you actually get it working and spend all that time, and then you find out it doesn't sharpen pencils very well. I mean, it's okay, but I'm not sure a teenager is going to be able to grip onto that very well. Of course, my hands are a little greasy, so maybe it'll be okay. She can take it to work and she can see if it works. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for joining me on this Halloween episode of Fixing Crap. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, friends. Yeah, Halloween, scary. Ooh, it's a scary waste of time is what it is.
Oh, wasn't that scary?